Yo, my name Andrew.
Hi, my name is Andy W, and I play on Four Kings.
Hi, my name is Chrome, and I play for Four Kings.
Yo, my name is Cruisin.
We want to grow as a team. We're kind of a new team, and I've never played with Cruisin or Ender before, and I know we have like a new chemistry, and I think it's going to be good, but I kind of want to see that grow.
I honestly think one of our biggest strengths is that we're all like friends, right? So it's like I feel like we can grow over time and become better because we're homies and friends and lovers.
Naturally, we're just better.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another one. We are getting into Master Tier now. Spaghetti versus Four Kings here on VRML 1. I am SirDimwi, joined now by SputnikKobra. Also, Palidore on the cameras, stepping in for me here. Thank you very much, Palidore. But Sputnik, man, are you as excited for this matchup as I am?
This is another exciting Master Tier match. I mean, I'm so excited. These are all such great matches, and I'm really interested to see who wins. I've got no predictions.
I mean, I see Rocks Titan in the chat asking me who's going to win. Man, I don't know. This is going to be, I mean, we're talking, over there on Spaghetti, Meatballer, Connemara Chaos, Oculator, and Owl, who have just been tearing it up over the last season, over this season, and then up against Four Kings, Ender, Andy W, Desirable, and Chrome. Desirable currently in for Cruisin' still. You're talking, I mean, this is a collection of all-stars, this matchup. This is not an easy predictor. This is going to be, I expect, an absolutely phenomenal game. I expect some really, really good looks from both of these teams here over the next 30 minutes.
Absolutely. Maybe some blood, sweat, and tears coming through in this match. It's definitely going to be played with a lot of intensity. And everybody wants to know who's going to win. Everybody wants to get some predictions. And I'm going to say that the audience wins this. That's a really easy one. So, audience is going to win this. Sit back, watch, and enjoy.
And now we did run the poll there. It's almost over. 10-6 in favor of 4K. 63% to 38%. If you want to get a vote in, you have just a few seconds to get that in before that poll is ended. And we get started here with these two teams. And I mean, these are some fantastic players. And hey, chat, should actually address the chat here. Is 4K wins that 11-7. 4K winning the poll. We'll see actually what plays out. And Grumpiest Bird telling me I'm always the winner. I appreciate that, Grumpy. That was very sweet. Newton Dad saying we win. Of course, yes. The viewers always, the viewers. I agree with you, Spot. The viewers are going to win in this one either way because this is going to be fantastic.
I mean, it's just such an impartial cop-out to say the audience is going to win and not really take a stance, so I usually default to that one, and at least one person's engaging it and giving me their vote of confidence, so I appreciate that.
Just a quick shout-out I wanted to give, by the way, to Rosie Hope, that is, for the great interview video that we played just after the intro there. Again, part of our new content creators branch here in VR Master League Season 3. In fact, we even just welcomed in another new creator, T-Tao, today onto the team. As well on the casting team, we've got two new casters welcoming onto the crew. It's Rocktor and Jord. Just a note. And I'm going to go quiet again.
And thank you, Pally. Of course, we're very excited to have all the new members on both teams. What was really exciting to see at the start of the season was, I've said this a couple times now, but when Palidore got the new creators in, the new creator team on, nobody asked them to do anything. They just started running, and I mean sprinting, with ideas, and they have been nonstop since the start of the season. I'm so excited to see what they come up with because some of the stuff I'm seeing out of there, some of the previews. They'll run like wire previews, wire meshes just to show off an idea. and the wire meshes look amazing. So I'm really excited to see what they come up with as we're about to get started here between 4K and Spaghetti, two powerhouse teams counting down for the launch.
And with this neutral joust about to begin, these teams coming out of the gates, and will be won by 4Kings. 4Kings now with possession, sending it to the floor. Very quick rollout, going for that upper geo pass. Not going to be on target, but being retrieved at the floor. Stun coming through, and Oculusator now with possession, finding a clear of his own, and these stacks are in pursuit. Looking to get it will be Spaghetti in the bubble of 4Kings, but 4Kings is there, applying pressure on Spaghetti. Spaghetti retreating out of the bubble, finding that pass to the floor, looking for an angle, but it's going to be a stun out coming through, loose disc, and a clear coming through from 4Kings.
And yeah, that one cleared out into the Spaghetti zone here. Going to be picked up by Chrome. Chrome sending that one into the bubble, though. That one's going to get broken up, and Meatballer coming out to play that one, trying to send that one out. Does get it out to the player. Oculusator is eyeing up that shot, and knows he's not going to be able to. He might be able to hit it, but that defense was already back in the bubble. Conor Chaos up to Ow, getting stopped by Desirable as he comes out of the goal. What a phenomenal save. Also, shout out to Grumpiest Broom, gifting the tier 1 sub to Andy W, who is currently in the game. So fantastic stuff there from Grumpy, as this one's going to be 4Kings in the Spaghetti zone now.
And that pass to Andy W. Andy W looking for the shot. That interference on the goalie of Spaghetti will allow that 2-point to sail through. So 4-meter goal. First 2 points of this round. Over a minute off the clock, going to 4Kings.
Yeah, and it took a while, and this lack of scoring is not for a lack of trying or a lack of skill. It's probably because of the skill, just both teams vying for control here. A fairly even match thus far, only a 2-point difference, almost 2 minutes in now, as Oculusator going to do the bird there. Coming out, going to send it up to Conor. Conor going down there to Ow now with it, going to slow up. This is his side of the floor, goes off the backboard and dings off of the post as the goalie was stunned out, as Desirable was stunned out. This one's going to end up on the back line there to Conor Chaos, sending that one back into the bubble there to Meatballer. Meatballer coming in inverted, going for the shot. He's going to hit it for the 2, and they're going to tie it up 2 minutes in.
And the one thing that you're seeing from both of these teams is such explosive movement up and down the court, able to capitalize on these clears, making the stops within their bubble, finding the clears through the tubes, getting down court, getting possession. But both bubble defenses set up so quickly that they can't seem to score right off these clears, and it's just very impressive from both teams.
And I agree with Grumpiest Broom. I miss Cruisin' as well, but we should see him sometime in the next few weeks. I would hope so, as Andy W is going to send a long cross pass there, looking to get it to Desirable, who ultimately gets stunned out by Conor, but then Chrome picking that attempt to clear up. Andy W picks that one. Oh, stopped there by Conor Chaos. Conor doing a bunch of heavy lifting here in the defensive zone, stopping 4Kings from even getting to the Spaghetti bubble, as this one, opportunity, long shot. He's going to hit it 20 meters out. Good for the 3 minutes in. They're up by 3, 5-2 Spaghetti.
4Kings retreating, trying to get back on defense, only able to get that slap back before the stun coming through, and Oculusator was right behind him, picking that up, securing that 3-point goal. So joust advantage now back to 4Kings. TQB will be Desirable, sitting to the right tube, and another nice pass coming through, but you see this man defense from Spaghetti just shutting down these offensive rollouts.
Now Conor with a good pickup in his own zone. Once again, sends that one out through that near side tube. Desirable is on the other side there. That's where Desirable plays best, is on that back line while his team is in the offensive zone. Andy W carrying it on the far side, sending that one up to Ender. Ender looking for that cut pass to Chrome. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to handle it. Desirable picks it up, but immediately stunned out there by Meatballer. Now turning it around for Spaghetti, who's going to go on offense.
And that clear will come through, but shutting that one down will be Andy, finding it off that bounce at mid, sending it right back into the tube, and forfeiting possession on that recovery. So Meatballer now with it, looking for an angle, under pressure, finding it through, but Spaghetti's hot on the heels of it, finding it at the ceiling, and putting it right in will be Ow at 3 meters above the goal. So a really great turnaround from Spaghetti, able to find possession off that clear. Meatballer finding a beautiful clear, and Ow and company in tow, finding that recovery and putting it in above the goal.
Makes me question, where's the line between a dribble and a self-clearing boost? Curious. But now that's going to be good.
I can't make that distinction.
I'm curious what the chat thinks. But now that one's going to get slapped out of the bubble there. I believe that was Desirable sending it out. Now picked up, though, by Al. Al, long cross pass. They're going to hit Oculizator. Oculizator going behind the goal. Looking for Connemara Chaos off the mark. Al picks it up. Al going back to Meatballer. Meatballer, he's going to hit it for the 3 there on the... well, there were 3 defenders there. 2 in front of the goal, 1 in the goal. And it looked like one of those attempted saves grabbed a friend. Spaghetti's up by 8 suddenly.
And we're past the 5-minute mark, so we're halfway through this first round. Joust advantage back to Four Kings. This time Andy W to roll out with QB, and they'll get that quick pass to right tube. Now Ender with possession, sending that pass, but shutting that one down will be Al off the stack. And pursuing it again will be Spaghetti's stack. And looking for that shot. That one's going to be on target. Connemara coming through at 21 meters.
The Spaghetti defense in this game is phenomenal. Both these teams offensively, I would say, are equally skilled, hands down. And it's not like Four Kings don't have a good defense. They absolutely do. But this Spaghetti defense is absolutely phenomenal. It's shutting Four Kings down before they can even get to the bubble. And that another one there, turning it over. Al sending it in. We are now witnessing a snowball. 13 points in, 13 points down is Four Kings. Although with a roster like that, at any moment you could see it. You could see this the momentum here turn around.
And you said the Spaghetti defense. We've seen the Spaghetti defense apply pressure on man on these offensive rollouts, getting the stun as soon as the receiver gets the disc, or like reading the passing lines and finding the interceptions. So it's more than just an inability for Four Kings to execute right now. It's just Spaghetti's very dominant on defense, and they're really reading this offense.
Now, long cross pass there to Connemara Chaos. Connemara Chaos, he was going very deep into the goal there, but he split both the teammates. Now Desirable ultimately picking that one up, sending this one all the way down. It is going to take the awkward bounce, but it will be Connemara Chaos getting there first as that chain overshoots a little bit. Connemara doesn't complete that arm rotation there before he gets stunned up, but still gets that pass off to Meatballer. Meatballer sending that one in off the floor, unfortunately to nobody. It'll turn right around, so Chrome with it. Maybe an opportunity here for Four Kings as they can vying for control. Oh no, a turnover. Maybe an opportunity. Is that goal? That goal is open. Doesn't go for the shot. Gonna send the pass. Goal still open. Oculizator gonna hit it for the 3 off of that feed from Connemara Chaos. They're up by 16.
And once again, Spaghetti just finding advantageous positioning, finding these open goals, and Four Kings recognizes that they have to apply pressure. They have to play aggressively. They want to have some momentum to carry them into the second round, but they're just having a lot of difficulty. So Desirable to QB, trying to read this defense, holding back from Bo. Now another pass, and there we go.
My.
Spaghetti. They read these angles, they read the lines, and a shot attempt coming through off that upper geo. A slap out, that's not going to get out of the bubble, and a stun coming through, so Four Kings can get a little breather time, and they'll clear it, but Spaghetti's right there to receive it, and this is a chance, a shot coming through. It's not going to be on target, but retrieving it off the wall will be Ender. Ender looking for some opportunity, and the pass will come through, and Andy W will find it all the way into the goal with that slam dunk.
I can sense the anger and the passion coming from Four Kings. I saw before, not long before this goal, right here from Andy W. Beautiful feed, Ender to Andy, and Andy plants on winning for the 2. But prior to that, Oculizator had the goal below the Four Kings goal, and I did a few ducks there, and there was a stun out before he could actually get the dunk in, and I can assure you, in the Four Kings comms, somebody was yelling at Oculizator while they were stunning him out in that moment. As Meatballer with an opportunity, he mishandles it. It's got to turn over. Chrome with it, sending that one away, and trying to fight back for momentum here is Four Kings. Oh, that one just going to go wide.
And they needed that right now, but able to recover it on that rebound and find it all the way through is Desirable. So Desirable will pick up that rebound from the shot from Andy W, put in 2 points, but 50 seconds on the clock, it's not enough time.
Not enough time in round 1, but maybe something they could build off of going into round 2. We'll see if they can maintain this this pressure, this momentum into the end of round 1 at the very least. As Connemara Chaos is going to receive that pass, and that one threw up to Meatballer. Meatballer going to go send that one back. Unfortunately, nobody there. Jan's going to catch up to it. Andy W with it. Long shot. off the backboard, but going to ding off the side of the post. And Chrome gets stunned out before he can get a hand on it. It'll be in the hands of Al, turning around 18 seconds ago here in this first round. Desirable sending it through.
So looking for another shot. That one's going to be possibly on that save, possibly coming through. I couldn't see the angle, but a great attempt from Four Kings. But Spaghetti just getting back into position, finding these saves, or at least finding possession. And another shot maybe going to come through, but time is out in this first round. And Dimwi, what a stunner of a round.
Yeah, no, that was I'm a little surprised at the score differential there. 12-point difference in favor of Spaghetti, and not that they didn't earn it. Now, also notable, looking at the stats, which I don't believe Stream can see just yet. They're about to. You look at the points there, as we may. Oh no, you look at points there. Every single player on Spaghetti has points on the board, has assists on the board as well, and that's just showing you just how much offense they're getting from every single one of those players. But also notable, Four Kings, how many saves they have on the board there? 2 to Andy, 1 apiece to Desirable, and Ender doing a lot of work in the goal there is Four Kings. But yeah, I do expect a very different looking round two, especially after the kind of second half of that first round. And I actually almost forgot, Palidore may have a few things to say about it.
Oh yeah, no worries. Just read off the stats for you here in the last seconds of this intermission. Indeed, it was a strong one for Spaghetti because look at everyone has a point, more than one. Everyone has assists. Connemara, more than one. Connemara, in fact, with a huge stat line for his team. On the other side, Andy putting together and stringing together a pretty good stat line there, and with the 4 points, 2 for Desirable, but just having a hard time on the whole getting it going. A lot of these passes not quite connecting, and like you mentioned, Dimwi, earlier on, that defense from Spaghetti was pretty threatening most of the way through there. A lot of those points on behalf of Spaghetti just coming off of turnovers that they cause, oftentimes after that initial joust coming out on the offense for the Four Kings. So definitely a factor that they're going to want to try to address going into the next one. Want to say hi to the Twitch chat, by the way. H2O, SirDimwi, you're in there too. I love SirDimwi just as much. Caesar, Dash, and Jaywalker, at least one of the Jaywalkers. That's the one with the 0, or with the 1-0. I've seen one with 2 zeros, forward and back, and I've seen one with 3 as of yesterday. So, I don't know. There's a lot of J's there. Definitely, they're cloning them or something, and that's kind of a danger for the rest of the league. But nonetheless, Grumpiest Broom also, with some comments in there, saying that they need to slow it down. Kong asking if it's a real J. Good question. Rox, is that the real Rox? Better question. Wonder T Man, who's in the Twitch chat as well, is shadowing here on our cast, kind of getting used to the whole process of things before he joins on some of these casts and cams himself. That said, there was a timeout, kind of extended timeout there, settling some situation, but now can hand it back to Dimwi and Sputnik. Round 2.
So with the round 2 about to begin, and Nate Appleton, thank you for those bits. I know we didn't want to forget you, so with this neutral joust about to begin, coming through the gates, will be 4K winning this second round joust. They need to carry this momentum as they pass it down to the floor.
Now, quick pass there over to Ender, still in control. It's Four Kings at the start of the second round. Only 15 seconds in, yet Ender sending that one back to Desirable on the back line. And slowing this one down. Four Kings just, it's clear they talked. Oh, what a pick there by Connemara. He's going to go. That was a shot attempt there. Unfortunately, going to hit that diamond block. Setting in deep, still out. Maybe an opportunity. No, that defense for Four Kings already back in position as Meatballer handles it here. Going to send it up to the ceiling there to Oculizator. Is going to do the Oculizator thing there. Going to upset somebody in the bubble. Bringing it in. No way. Oh, God.
Triple coverage. Able to maneuver his way through triple coverage by placing himself between post and the upper geo. Just really, really masterful play right there.
That man needs nerfed. That was ridiculous.
He absolutely does. And Oculizator has always been a strong player, and he's definitely a player that would frustrate me, and I have much respect for him, and he knows how much he frustrates me. But with that being said, it will sail towards the bubble of Spaghetti. Spaghetti will throw that interception right into the hands of Desirable. Desirable sending it right back to upper trench. And with this possession, Four Kings looking to put points on the board.
Ender sending that one down to Andy. Andy quickly over to Chrome, who plants that one in for the 2. They're going to tie it up here. And that was a 33-second answer there from Four Kings to tie that one up. And just beautiful disc movement. And we're seeing a lot more control from Four Kings here. You know, they're aware. It's clear they had a discussion about how dangerous the Spaghetti defense is, and they need to be aware of those 1v1s. And I think it was it's not even the 1v1s. Just they got to be more. They talking about being more aware about their lanes and whether or not those passing lanes are actually open or not.
Most definitely, another pass coming through, and this 1v1 will be stopped. Actually, 2v1. Four Kings will be able to apply pressure on that shooter. And also have the goalie, and this is another open shot, but that one will bounce out. And another attempt coming through, and Desirable will find in that bottom pocket from behind goal. So a great attempt, and they'll be able to execute on it. So Four Kings is now up by 2.
Yeah, and only 28 seconds, so with 5 seconds faster than the last one. But now to be Spaghetti coming out with his joust advantage, which we only saw a couple times in that last round. As this one's handled by Oculizator. Ock gonna send that one up to the ceiling there to Connemara. Connemara gets stunned out before he completes that pass. Chrome picking it up. Chrome sending it over to Ender. They're looking for 3 in a row here after that round 1 loss. That major, I wouldn't call it a major loss, but a surprising loss, a 12-point differential. As that chain is so strong there. Though Oculizator, no way is that on. Oh, it's gonna ding off of the ding ring and out, and Andy's picking it up, trying to turn it around now for Four Kings.
And it will bounce around at mid. A stun will come through. Still a loose disc going into the hands of Ender. Ender is going to send it down towards that bubble. And that Spaghetti stack will come through. That lone player finding it. Oculizator giving it up.
Oh.
And Desirable taking advantage of that at 3 meters. So really good play from Four Kings. Continuing to pressure that disc. Finding possession in the bubble. And putting it in. So, that's got to burn a little bit for Spaghetti. They're now down by 4. This is a turnaround in this second round.
And Agent Victoria in the chat saying they're beginning to believe, and yes, I believe that is the case, as they're now up by 6 minutes, only 4 minutes in. Long shot, that one's gonna ding. Unfortunately, Al picks it back up. Al mishandles it. It's gonna be picked up by Connemara on the ceiling. Connemara back to Meatballer. Meatballer grabbed there by Andy W. As Meatballer took that shot. Andy's gonna clear that one out. Chains are away. It's gonna be a race for it here. 2 players converging. 3. Andy W. taking the shot. They're up by 6 here in round 2. Wow.
And this is a turnaround. So this is the game that everyone expected to see. So if we go to a third round, both teams are going to be giving it their all. Spaghetti's going to be trying to come back. I mean, this goes without being said, but Spaghetti's not giving up. They're just not able to hit their 3s, hit their 2s. Good stops coming from this Four Kings defense right now, shutting down Spaghetti's offense.
Well, Oculizator sending that one in. It takes that ugly bounce. Ender picks it up, sends it right back in. That one's going to get dangerously close to the goal. Ding it off the post. Ender doesn't even think twice. No look, just sends it in. And they're going to take an 8-point lead now. Oh, halfway through.
And momentum shifts in this game, and it's hard to recover, as we all see. So 8-point differential favoring Four Kings. Joust advantage now to Spaghetti. To QB will be Oculizator. Oculizator not under pressure just yet, so Four Kings is running a more conservative defense, just trying to play prevent right now. Applying that pressure, forcing an error.
Oh my.
Ender will come away with it. Ender probably looking for this long shot. Is it going to be good? And it's going to ding, so that's going to hurt a little bit. But to recover it will be Ender. Picking it right back up, sending it above goal, and that slam dunk will come through from Andy.
I'm with Kong. What is this game? What is happening right now? I mean, this is a complete 180. The exact opposite from what we saw in round 1. I don't even know what to expect out of round 3. This is an amazing performance currently by Four Kings. As Spaghetti will come out on this shelf's advantage. Oculizator with it. Slowing it down. Which maybe that's what they need right now. Just slow down the play. Catch your breath, get your footing. As he's drawing the Ender far out, sends that one into Connemara. Connemara, though, apparently doesn't see Andy there. Is going to get casually stunned out. Andy picking that one up, sends it up to Ender. Ender looking to take another long shot here. He's going to go for it. Is it on? No, it's intercepted there by Al.
But that stun will come through Desirable now with it. Desirable getting stunned out, so a loose disc in the bubble. Be picked up, be knocked off someone's head, and it will go into the hands of Al for the clear through tube. Actually, the pass to Konamara. Konamara going for his own long shot. That one's going to be off, but bouncing off and out of the tube, off the tube guard, and being slapped out by a player of Four Kings in the bubble. And able to retrieve that slap is Chrome, sending it through tube. So this is another chance for Four Kings coming through. And another shot, that one's going to be on, so Chrome just sinking that one at 14 meters.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. This is I was not prepared for this second round. I'm going to be honest. But yeah, we're going to have Spaghetti coming out of the tubes now. Once again, Oculizator there with it, slowing it down again. Short pass there to Al. Al going right back to Ock. Ock now sending this one through as they pull two defenders out. Ugly bounce. Ock picks it back up. That chain is feigning attempts there. Connemara Chaos now with it. Connemara walking it in under pressure. He's going to send it in for the two. They're going to get their second on the board after several minutes scoreless, bringing that lead back down to 11.
It's too little too late, but it's something, and will carry them into the second round, and that's what they need right now. They need to get their head back in the game, as chat says, in reverse order, but it really comes down to a mental game at this point, and that stun will come through an Oculizator. Will sink that one, so, getting your head back in the game and all this being said, Oculizator just making quick work of that offense.
We could see we could see a comeback. It is still possible. Difference of 8 points. That's a minimum of 3 goals. Minute and a half. It's possible. They've got to be quick though, and quick is what these both of these teams are capable of doing. As Crone's going to handle that one on the far side. Long cross pass there to Andy. Andy now moving in. Has another teammate now in the bubble. He's going to walk this one in. Goalie is not stunned out, but distracted, and Andy's able to pop that one in for the 2. They re-extend that lead to 10 here. Just about a minute to go, and that may have just been the ice.
I think that is the ice. I think it's iced over right now, and you got to get the Zamboni out. And I don't even know if that's a good joke. I mean, you'll appreciate that. You like hockey.
I love it.
So with that being said, Oculizator now with possession. They're just looking to get some points on the board, get their heads straight, get their minds set. And wow, with that one, Oculizator pulling that defender out, getting that stun with the block, and that shot coming through Meatballer, putting that right in the pocket.
Can I just point out what just happened? I hope somebody else caught that. Connemara pulled the Ender on Ender. Amazing.
Was that Konamara? I thought that was Oculizator. Well, it doesn't matter.
Was it Oculizator? Either one, whichever one it was, they pulled the Ender on Ender.
Not to correct you, but just to give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
And
This is ridiculous.
Chrome will find that 18-meter 3, so that will, put the nail in the coffin on this second round. But
so, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just as surprised as you are. So, I mean, we're gonna kick this to Palidore with the sideline analysis.
Yes, Palidore.
Well, analysis might be generous, but sideline casting no less, as 4K does take that second round away. Pretty interesting Jekyll and Hyde. Sputnik and I had that theme the other day in stream. Well, definitely the case here, where just one blowout followed by another blowout, double-digit advantages for either team across the 2 rounds. Now, of course, Spaghetti we've seen once already this week, going 1-0, and vice versa for 4K, who we just saw yesterday on that note. So both teams here vying to find some success in this week, and Spaghetti, they're able to keep the flawless record, and for 4K just kind of end it at a 50-50 and move on to week 2 on these streams. Will be very, very interesting to see how the third round goes. A lot of the time, I mean, it's not an unusual thing at Master Tier to see these kind of things happen where one round is dramatically different than the other one. These players are too good to be held down for too long is a thing. So you see something like that occurred round 1, you don't expect it to occur twice in a row, especially not at this level. Quick shout out as well, once again, to the Twitch chat, nice and busy all up in there. And to Ignite for our stats, And yeah, let's see. It is time for round 3. And maybe Tony time a little bit later on after this, because we do have another match featuring Synapse and Ethereal next. With that said, round 3, off to you guys.
And I just want to point out at the end of that second round was just back and forth, and I expect to see more of that, as that's going to be our first goal of round 3 there. Andy W. 4 Kings here, going to put that one in 10 seconds in. But I'm expecting some more back and forth here on this one, Spud.
I can't agree more, and this is one of those games that I'd love to see best of 5. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for the playoffs to see that. and with the Oculusator finding possession off the nest, setting it forward to mid into the hands of Kodamara. Kodamara sending it to Pac-Man. And Meatball are seeing that defense retreating, trying to create an opportunity, setting it to ceiling. Now Oculusator descending, going off the backboard, the inner backboard, finding that angle and putting it in that top pocket from behind goal.
That's why I went in. Where that ended up, that is just beautiful. That was gorgeous. That's how dangerous that code is. You know, you saw the proper goalie was in position and he was ready to take that the flat bounce, and then you saw the second defender there try to get the grab on the cone bounce and still couldn't get there. Beautiful shot there to tie that one up. Minute 20 in, as it is going to be 4 Kings in possession. Andy W sending that one across, hitting that station block. If there's a chain available, I don't see a chain on the mini map, so not going to happen. Though, Ow, probably going to get their first opportunity. There it is. They're going to go up by 2. Is Spaghetti.
And Lanzin coming through with the subscription. Thank you for 11 months. Can't say that enough. And with that being said, Al finding that 2 points behind goal. So now the momentum shifting to at least temporarily back towards Spaghetti.
So now 4 Kings on this joust advantage. Desirable handling this one under pressure by a very aggressive Owl. Now Ender there on the far side, also under pressure by a very aggressive Oculusator. But still, they get through mid. Chrome sending that one across to Andy. Andy has no defense is returning. Mishandles that one. Somehow still gets back to Ender though. Fortunately, is Ender now under pressure. Spaghetti playing incredibly aggressive right now. A very aggressive man-on-man, one-on-one. A little bit of zone. As you see, open man on the far side there. Well, no, it's because there's a goalie. But anyways, Chrome on the ceiling. Chrome coming in off the backward. That's dirty. Man, wow, that was Ender.
Definitely, and I don't know what you just said, but I know you were surprised by what Ender just pulled off with the assist by Chrome, and just such surprising play, able to respond to Oculusator's bank shot with his own bank shot in that bottom pocket. So with that rollout, it will be Spaghetti getting that forward relay into the tube. Meatballer now with possession with that defender in front, applying pressure. Not able to execute that pass. It will bounce off the Geo of double diamonds, sending it down to the lower Geo, and that shot will come through. So that quick rollout, quick 2 points to Spaghetti, able to recover on that error of a pass at upper trench, get forward with their positioning, and score in the bubble.
And Tony in chat saying Spag going off. They're both going off, man. That's what we're seeing. At the beginning, we're 3 minutes in now. I said we were going to see that back and forth we saw at the end of round 2. So far, that's what we're seeing. And Ender, oh no, this could be the turnaround though. Connemare Chaos, long shot. He's going to hit it 24 meters out off the interception from Ender. Connemare Chaos.
And they needed that right now. They've got a 5-point advantage, 24 meters shot from Connemara. Connemara is going to really pull that momentum back into their hands. So that if they can continue this, 6 minutes on the clock, it's still anyone's game.
Now Desirable one more time. 4 Kings sending out whatever to Andy. Andy going deep in there to Ender. Ender cross there to Chrome. They're wasting no time, but Meatballer wasting their time of his own, getting a save there. Going to send that one all the way out and down, back into the 4 Kings bubble there. It's got to be a race for it. I do see a blue chain coming in first. They do get there first, every shooting just a little bit, but it will be Ender handling this one now for 4 Kings as they turn around for another attempt on offense.
And it will bounce through the tube, back to the tube, and into the hands of Al. Al looking for that long bounce shot off the upper Geo, and it is good. 34 meters from way outside the bubble. That is an 8-point lead to Spaghetti, and they are looking strong as we approach the halftime mark of this third round.
I expect a lot of discussion to be going on right now in the Four Kings. Actually, I expect very little discussion to be going on in the Four Kings comms. In fact, as you know, they're trying to buckle down and retake this lead as they're currently down by 8. Still not out of it, only halfway through this third round. And we have seen what they're capable of doing. Chrome, lock shot. What a bait by Meatballer. That was dirty. Oh, that was disgusting. Long shot. No.
That's gotta be a little upsetting for Four Kings. Biting so hard on that 3. It was directly center of the goal. Meatballer came out of nowhere, took that, found the clear. Konamara Chaos finishing it off.
So one more time here, Desirable will handle this one. Very close to getting stuff there by Al, sending it over to Ender. Ender now under pressure by 2 players, 2-on-1, trying to send that one out. Fortunately goes back to Desirable, sending that one across there to Chrome. Chrome far side, sending it across to Andy, but it's red. That chain split. That's how you split a chain right there. Somebody clip that. You could learn so much from that 2 seconds there in that, but this one's cleared back to mid. 4 minutes to go here in this third round.
And it will bounce off the Geo back into the hands of Oculazator. Oculazator almost able to get that clear through tube. Stun will come through, so 4K has possession. Ender with it, looking for an opportunity, sending it cross into the hands of Chrome. And Chrome getting shut down. 2 stuns coming through, disabling both players. And with possession now, Oculazator looking for that clear through mid. It will bounce back towards the tube. Spaghetti trying to reorient, trying to find that angle to find the possession. And a lot of really frantic, energetic play right now, as you see them slapping and maybe some miscommunication coming through. And Konamara Chaos now with it, going for that cross into the hands and the stop. Desirable shutting that opportunity down.
Oh, Desirable has had a couple stops like that today, but another opportunity. Meatballer going over to Konamara. He gets stuffed. Andy picking the pocket. Now going to send that one out. Takes an ugly bounce off the trap block there, and Ow. Plenty of time to pick that one up. As the defense is still was stuck all around their bubble, but Oculazator now sending this one in to Konamara. Konamara coming in off the ceiling, goes sideways, tries to go off the backboard, but doesn't make it in. Ender picking that one up, gets picked off though by Meatballer. Another opportunity here for Spaghetti. Meatballer going across there, looking for Oculazator. Ock doing Ock things. Is he gonna do it again? He does.
Through 2 players, they both try to put their hands in that position. They might as well have tried holding hands. They might have had some more success. But that will go through both of them, and Oculazator will find that 2 points. So 17-point lead right now. Spaghetti is absolutely on fire.
Oh, on fire. Yeah, I take back. I take back some things I said earlier in this game. Ender, long shot. Oh, no. Who was that?
The headbutt save coming through, so Spaghetti's not giving up at all. They're not relaxing for 1 second. They're finishing strong in this third round. They want to end this series on the highest possible note they can, but Four Kings will find that pass, and another stop. Konamara coming through, finding that save, and you'll see the stack pursue it all the way down towards the Four Kings bubble, and picking it up and having that open goal and sinking it will be Oculazator once again, and Oculazator absolutely on fire, making all the difference in these past 3 rounds.
This team is absurd. Who in the chat? In the chat? Yeah, it was me. Yeah, it was Meatball. I saw it. Yeah, you got a great shot on that. It was Meatballer who made that headbutt save. Who in the chat said that Spaghetti has no goalie? Who said it? You're banned. You're banned. Long shot. Oh, the ding there. Doesn't matter. 16-point lead. Minute 20 on the clock. Al's picking that one up. Empty goal. Still an empty goal. Al's gonna walk it. This team.
It's impressive. It might be stuff of legends, and I'm speechless.
This is an absolutely impressive performance from Spaghetti, and it's not just the points; it's who they're doing it, who they're playing against. Four Kings they're not a layup of a team. Spaghetti is just that good.
I couldn't agree more. And getting that stun, getting that block, and the shot to finish the round. Have they, that's the coup de grace. That is the mercy blow. And they're going to end it in the third round on a mercy win, starting strong in the first round, yielding a little bit in the second round, allowing Four Kings to find that win in the second round, and then just eviscerating the competition in the third round. So with that being said, I'm going to kick it back to Palidore with the sideline stats.
Spaghetti is cracked.
That they are. So we got the stats for you there. Spaghetti will, in fact, finish on a perfect week with that impressive round 3 performance. Again, it was just snowball after snowball, round to round. The stats, I'll let them speak for themselves, but on that note, just to keep up onto schedule, we are going to get into the next match right away here in just a second. So I'll leave these stats for you guys, but yeah, in fact, I'll actually let Dimwi and or Sputnik if they want to read any of them, but otherwise I'm getting into the next server because we do have Ethereal and Synapse coming up right away, so stay tuned. And Sputnik, to you.
So Meatballer with 10 points, Konamara with 11 points, Oculus Data with 18 points, and I mean, all these assists, you know, I don't even want to cover the stats. They're just, what a terrific game.
Yeah, that was, excuse my paper, that was absurd. I mean, in that year, Four Kings had a phenomenal second round. You see the stats on the board. They're all over. 5 saves, Andy. Ridiculous. But yeah, we have another one to get to here very quickly. It's going to be Synapse versus Ethereal. Another Master Tier game in North America here for you. A lot of star players are going to be in this one as well. Expect another rager of a game. So stick around for that one. We will be back very, very shortly.
Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1, and we've got some more fun in store for you ahead. This is our second of this back-to-back of Master Tier, Master Class, Master Division, and back on the cast, it's SirDimwi with a new addition, Palidore. Just actually more like switching out, just for Sputnik, who's going to be on sidelines here, and yeah, I'm excited, as ever always, pretty much say that every night, but mainly because it's true. We got great matches in this primetime slot all day or all evening, pretty much every evening this first week, and it's been great, Dimwi.
Oh, it really has, and we are in for another treat here after that monstrous game between Spaghetti and Four Kings. Sorry, I mean, this is going to be phenomenal. I just somebody apparently dropped, unfortunately, but I'm sure they'll be back quickly. But yeah, on the left there, Ethereal. This is a team with a lot of history. You know, previously Frostbite, previously Flare, now Ethereal. Mozzie leading these guys was C. Jason, Jiggy, and Single Shot. All these players, a ridiculous amount of experience. They've all been playing all 3 seasons, all 4 seasons, all 4 seasons if you include preseason, season 0. They're going to be. This is going to be a phenomenal. They are a phenomenal team. On Wednesday, they took Wrath on, winning that one 31-14. Synapse here in blue, however, this is their first game this season, and with a new roster, a bit of a new roster here. So yeah, they're led by Zach W. You just saw his brother Andy in the last game for Four Kings there. They're bringing in Mamba as well as Caption. That's the real Mamba, and Caption, one of our fantastic casters here in VRML, and of course a man who is so great. We had to censor his name. .com. Himself in the flesh. He's going to be playing in goal for his team there. So
Dimwi, I can't believe what you just said.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things. You know, they said if we were trying to say, if we were going to say .com, that's what was. Yeah, I know. I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm speechless. You and I got to have a talk after this stream.
I mean, it's not my fault.
You know, Dimwi, all I can say to that
I
is...
didn't name the man.
You're heading in Skinny's direction here in a second. You know what I'm going to do, Dimwi? This might be your cue. I'm going to go and take a drink of some Dr. Yeah, see, good thing I didn't say it. See, I knew we wouldn't get it in sync. It's just not possible. In any case, Dr. Pepper. Oh!
You set me up. You set me up.
Funny thing is I'm actually having some orange right now. But regardless of that, waiting for the return of I think, Mozzie to come back. Mozzie, the one crashing here, so no worries. We'll be back into the match here pretty soon.
I mean, this is going to be... I'm really... it's hard to, you know, after you get a match like the one we just witnessed, it's hard to... you know what I mean? It's like it's a thing when a comedian kills. How do you follow that up? And it's gonna be a tall order for these teams, but these are players that are going to be able to serve it. I mean, Synapse is both of these teams have a long history in this league. Both have been around since preseason in various forms. Zach and of course the man himself, .com, both on this team from the beginning. And yeah, also you see hi Tony in the chat. That is Tony on Synapse sitting out for this one. Caption, I believe, playing in his stead. And yeah, Mozzie has returned, so I imagine we'll get started here sometime soon, anytime soon, any minute now. But this is some top level. These are some top level players, and I expect some top level play here.
Yeah, to say the very least. Sputnik over on the sideline. Any thoughts here as the team's ready up as well?
I've got no thoughts. I just want to hear more of that beep. That thing is fantastic. What a great idea. And with that being said, the teams are about to ready up. So I'm going to kick it back to you guys.
All right. Well, fair enough. All right. Sputnik will be on our sideline cast for this match here. And Palidore and SirDimwi over on the cast as well as a round does start. In this Master Tier game. Jiggy with a disc. See Jason being blitzed by that defender. And we'll be right back to another swooping save this time. Mamba, a really nice one.
Yeah, the real Mamba with the real save there. Sending that one out and a good slap there. Sending it. That's going to get all the way to the bubble. And unfortunately, .com there slows himself up. Can't quite get there. As a teammate getting in there. Zach gets there. He's just sent it in. That's our first goal of round one. Going to go to Synapse 28 seconds in.
Yeah, how about that? First of all, I mean, full credit to the save, if nothing else, because that save really just paved the way for that awesome stack down the floor, and you know, got the disc and back into the goal before anyone could get back into the goal on defense. That is to say, and oh no, Mamba again, right back to back, and ooh, that is gotta hurt.
you can tell these guys have been practicing. And also notable, Mamba and Caption both have been on at one time or another this Synapse roster in one capacity or another. So, you know, these aren't new faces to the roster. So certainly some history there with these members as a team. But as well, it's clear they have been working. They have this is Synapse's, I mentioned it at the beginning, this is Synapse's first game of the season, and they are coming out here intending to make a statement. So far, that statement is loud and clear, but not there. Jiggy now with it. Jiggy trying to go back to see Jason. What a beautiful pass, a give and go. Ooh. Oh, that would have been gorgeous, but it goes wide. Single shot trying to track that down.
Yeah, couldn't quite wrangle it there, and a single shot slapping it over. Two members at bow tie for them. They're going to send it to their side, and Mozzie right in the perfect spot for the shot. Head on to the goalie, and of course, the perfect placement right at the tippy top. So 5-2.
Yeah, that was just fantastic placement from Mozzie 2 minutes in to get that first goal of the round here for Ethereal. But now it's going to be Synapse handling this one. .com sending that one over to Mamba. Mamba now moving through this near side tube. He's going to get stuffed, double stun. That one loose, long shot there. That one's going to bounce off that near side post, but picked right back up by Mozzie. Mozzie cross pass, a single shot. He's going to plant it. They're back within 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah, what an interesting first couple possessions where you just saw the back-to-back from the side of Ethereal and then from Synapse as well. Just actually switch that around, but back-to-back goals off of some good defense, some steals, and yeah, this is again the story of what to expect in a lot of these Master Tier matches. One way or the other, you're gonna get a lot of high-level gameplay and very fast gameplay where you're just forced into these immediate decisions, and you know, every second matters, as you're going to see.
Really does, but that's a big setup there. That defense just getting back. What a play there. Mozzie down to see Jason as that chain bites on both of them. And, you know, that's a really good counter example because there was a play in the last game where the chain split between the passer and the receiver, and they scored an interception off of it. Whereas here, the chain both went after the passer, leaving the receiver wide open for that pass to send it in for the goal. That's beautiful, and that's Ethereal taking a 1-point lead here.
And quickly, there it is from Mozzie. Mozzie taking the disc, going a little bit dubstep, hopefully still in the game. Looks like that's the case, as single shot right from that left lane is going to hit it just about the center of the goal. And they're up by 4 points now on Ethereal.
Up by 4, but that is 7 unanswered points now. That's 3 unanswered goals coming from Ethereal after Synapse went up 5-2 to start this one. And it started out, it was a 2 for Synapse, a 2 for Ethereal. Synapse went up 5-2, and then it's been Ethereal since then. Caption picking that one up as .com gets stunned out by that attacking player. Zach with it there. He's getting stunned up by that chain. That chain doing a lot of work there, but Zach still manages to get the hand on it. Beautiful setup there for Caption. That goal's, it was a little bit open, but not open enough as C. Jason was covering that lane. So Synapse got to back that one out just a little bit to set this one up, trying to get that pass off to Caption. Goes a little bit wide, going to turn over C. Jason now, trying to send it out. But Zach there, Zach W is there to pick that one up. Zach going to send that one over to Caption, and they're going to plant it for the 2. That's 7 points unanswered, now answered by that 2 there, 32 seconds after the last, almost halfway through round 1.
Really slick cut from Caption, and a great assist by Zach, just crashing the goal and leaving no room for error on that one, as Caption just got right through that defense, and there were a few defenders in there, so definitely a tough thing to do, and to keep your focus. Well done on Caption's part, who I must also call out. On that note, is the one of the original members, if I do recall, of Synapse, a long-established team, coming back into the mix here is Jiggy, going for the 360, but unfortunately that is out.
Yeah, and sent all the way back into the Ethereal zone. Mozzie gets it first, but all he can do is slap it away as he was under assault there by Caption. Gets it back once again, sends it up to C. Jason. Long shot from the tube. That one's not going to quite get it, and .com picking that one back up now, turning it around once again for Synapse. And sending that one, oh no, right in the hands of Mozzie. Oh no! Wow!
Well, Ozzy breaking free for that goal. Just kind of hung out in the mid lane, waited for that disc to come to him, and you give Mozzie that shot. More often than not, that's going to be a great goal. Strong striker, 12-7. 4 minutes left. Pretty fast paced into to this match so far.
Yeah, this is still either team's game with only a 2-goal spread here, 5 points. As slapped there by .com, trying to get it over to Caption. Still loose, though, is the disc. Mozzie enters Zach, but then Caption, shielded Zach, but then just kind of a bit of a jockeying for this one, going back and forth, but now picked up by single shot, trying to clear this one out. But finds its way into that far side trap where Jiggy will pick it up, and Jiggy gets his pocket picked by Caption. So Caption over to Mamba. It looks like SirDimwi maybe now in control of this disc after that back and forth there, except not with that pass. Gonna get loose again. Another race for it. Another just a slap to get it away from the encroaching defender. But somehow SirDimwi gets it back again. Zach with it now. Zach doing some jukes, gonna go for the shot, but Jason reads it well enough to get it sent out towards their far side trap.
Oh yeah, the defense from Jason, not an uncommon sight whatsoever. So beautiful grab for them. It's 12-7, 3 minutes now. Zach getting a clear narrowly through and actually somehow squeezing it past that stack. The stack trying to regather and will instead be Mamba actually, and that's going to result in, well, a just pick off. Jiggy hanging away in the back, waiting that frantic throw as will still be .com with a pick. Mamba, oh, look at that high up pass and down low it goes. 3-point match.
Goals like that, that's why we need the hockey style assist. We need there should be 2 assists on that one, because that doesn't happen without that first pass from .com. So that was a beautiful play. That gets him back within 3 here. 2.5 minutes to go in this first round. Quick, very quick pass there over to Jiggy. Sometimes that's how quick you have to be to deal with those very quick chains with it already turned around. .com picking that one up. They're looking to tie it up here. Long shot. That one's going to go wide. Well wide. I don't believe it's a shot. I believe somebody got stunned out. And Zach, though, is going to set it in for the 2. They're back within 1 with 2 minutes to go.
Yes, again, great placement. We saw some of those shots from Mozzie earlier. Now we're seeing it from Zach. Not a surprise either. And it's the case with those painted corner goals where if they make it, they ding as they go in. That's a beautiful shot. And then sometimes they just ding and go on the outside, and then to the untrained eye, it's like, well, that was a horrible shot, even if that's not the reality of it. But that's the kind of advantages you have to take at this level of play. Yeah. You really got to be careful and where you're throwing that goal, and have to be out of the reach of the goalie. Just the same. That's tough.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Sometimes you have to do something that looks a little funky to sneak it past and get the goal. You got to get those points however you can. And that's a dump in there all the way into the SirDimwi bubble here. 1:20 on the clock. SirDimwi is still down by 1. That's a stuff there by Jiggy, bringing it in. Oh, good headbutt there by Zach, picking that one up. Going to get it cleared. Actually sent out to Mamba. Mamba under pressure, going to clear it out through mid. Actually, what a setup there. They're going to dump that one into the bubble. Takes that ugly bounce. They're going to bounce to the far side where actually Caption will pick it up. So SirDimwi in possession here. A minute to go here. Down by 1. Mamba set up. Sends it in. They take the lead here in the first round. SirDimwi 13-12.
Wow, big hit there, especially with less than a minute left. Caption finding Mamba, just waiting and camping out here at the barrier, just hoping that Caption could find the angle. Caption did. Mamba snuck right in for the possibly most important goal now of this round. We'll see, though, because there's still time for Jason and co. To get this to go, but maybe not. There's Zach looking for some ice now on this approach.
Zach now encroaching on the bubble, sends it in. That's the ice. SirDimwi is going to take round 1 here. We're going to wait on the final score. There will be about 7 seconds remaining once you're coming out of the tubes, give or take. But yeah, that's a 4-point lead. That's a minimum of 2 goals that Ethereal would need. What a first round there. SirDimwi took the early lead. Ethereal had 7 unanswered points. So then they go back and forth there for a while, and SirDimwi ultimately taking that one with that ice at the end. Maybe another one there just to pile on, but no. 16-12 to end the first round. What a performance from those guys. But Sputnik, I'm curious what your take is, because wow, what a game. What a round.
What a round it was, and back and forth. SirDimwi able to come through at the end with that sealed shot from Zach W. But looking at these stats, you got Jason with 1 save, 1 assist, and 2 points. Able to make that save in the upper pocket off that shot from Zach W. from post. And then another save from YouTube. YouTube able to make 2 saves, but the first save that we saw was this turnaround shot from Jiggy on a rebound of his. And what a beautiful save from YouTube that was. Zach W., a very powerful striker with 7 points, 1 save himself, and 2 steals. Mamba finding these shots from shield, 5 points, 1 assist. Caption with 4 points himself, 2 assists, making a lot of plays happen. And Mozzie coming through, back to Ethereal, 5 points, 3 assists. Single shot with 5 points of himself. Some beautiful plays in the bubble, a lot of great cuts. See Jason finding a cut from single shot, from up top, down below as he cut into the goal. And really great offensive moves from both of these teams, but the defense seems to have made all the difference.
All right, thank you, SputnikKobra, for the sideline casting analysis as we make our way into the second round and see how Ethereal reacts, see if they can snatch that momentum right back.
And teams are away there. Oh no. That is ever shooting it was Ethereal, but then Mozzie had it for a moment, but then the Synapse chain finally arrived. That's no way does that go in. That one's going to be just wide, but Mozzie with an opportunity. Going to take a shot. You cannot hesitate on those. He didn't, but wow, what a stop there. I didn't catch the player, but that one now in the far side trap there, going to be picked up by Mozzie. Mozzie sending that one through the tube back into the Synapse zone here. Will be picked up by Single Shot. He's getting stunned out there by Caption. Caption slapping this one in to .com, or excuse me, slapping it back to .com on that reset and trying to regain control and slow this one down is Synapse. Sorry about that.
Yahtzee, thanks for the follow. I don't have a beep, so beep. But Mamba over to the side wall now. Is going to be able to take this off the boost. Caption breaking free for the goal from that side angle, and nice hit as he sailed right past that goal just about. Great stuff.
You know, you see this a lot. What I'm about to point out, you see it a lot in games that are very, very well matched, where both teams kind of start scrambling because they're both operating with such small, within such small margins that you kind of, it's not panicked, it's not really panicked, but you start scrambling a little bit and you kind of get that back and forth and the goals start coming, when you get an opportunity like that. Where it's not a setup play, it's not a clean pass sequence. You're just getting what you can, and this will happen for a few minutes. But at some point, one of these two teams is going to regain their footing and start running away with it again here in round 2. And I'm just waiting to see which one it is.
I shout out that great shot from Jiggy there, aka Jigwald, apparently. Jigsworth, nonetheless. Jerry Riggs shot, that was a thing of beauty, because if that was any higher, that would have been saved. But the underhanded shot from Jiggy, known for it, and Zach trying to score, known for that, but unable to get it done that time. They're still gonna get that stack right away, but actually see Jason, some nice boost. Doesn't matter, the second stack kind of collects in the mid lane anyway, so beautiful job on the speed end of things to get back into the goal.
Let's see Jason go. Whoa. That was quick. See Jason and Mozzie maybe with some anger there, slapping that one in. They're going to take a 3-point lead now. Ethereal is off of that one. That was a nice setup. What a slap by Mozzie.
Yeah, that was a, I guess, dubstep shot of sorts, just kind of phase in, phase out, but you know what, got it off the backboard. Zach is gonna take it now, look for the attack here, but instead there's Mozzie again, but couldn't get the fling out, and that's gonna get the goal for Zach by the end of it. So unfortunate bounce, Zach, right place, right time.
Yeah, we get a pause there. I'm not really sure what happened, because that disc was moving off of some sort of headbutt activity. So we do get a pause at the moment, but that is a Synapse now back within 1, 3 minutes into the second round. And yeah, what a start to this one. I mean, it's just back and forth scoring right now.
Yeah. Sputnik, you got anything or anyone that you want to shout out during this this timeout over here?
I've got no shout outs. I'm hoping for more of those beeps coming through. Those things are hilarious. I really can't get enough of that. But
let's just censor the entire rest of this. Yes, how about that?
Everything I say you should just beep out. But
well, there's precedent set there.
There we go. I hope that sounded as good as I hope it did.
Nope.
But I love that new addition. Maybe that mixer. Maybe I should have bought that mixer. It really is a great one.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I really like it. I mean, I've at the touch of that. But now you can hear me again. But yeah, that was
Welcome back.
Yeah, like I say, yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
it's YouTube fun. Oops, I did it. Anyway, 95 viewers over in the Twitch chat here. I want to say hi to all our great fans and community members here joining in. I mean, a VRML of these teams, as I always say, it means a lot, right? Everyone who plays in this league, you know, the fact that they're able to play in front of these streams and in front of their peers and things like that, I think it matters a bunch, which is why we try to cast as much as we do. As caption, unhappy here in the spawn room with this situation unfolding on the ping end of things with Mozzie, having a tough time getting back into the game, it seems.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, you know, you got to wonder, maybe they're considering pulling in a sub, because they do, this Ethereal team. No, yeah, they do not have a registered sub, so if they are pulling in a sub, it would end up, it would be a league sub. You know, maybe a buddy is a league sub, you know, incidentally, but that or, you know, yeah, curious what they're going to do to resolve the issue. Maybe he's restarting his router, so that'll give us a few minutes to you know, keep talking about the game, as Mozzie has returned. Actually, that was rather quick. But yeah, this I mean, these are some fantastic teams, and I am ready to see them start playing again. But anyways, I'm failing at filling air right now.
Well, that's okay, because Unpause is now underway, so it looks like we got the rest of the round here about to start. Everyone in their tunnels, and 10 on the clock. Thank you, Quick to Smooth Raiden, for a Tier 1, 2, in fact, again here. You gotta stop that. But love you very much. Thanks for the support. And actually with that, Smooth Raiden has now taken a clutch lead against Gilligan in the race, as Mamba will race for a perfectly placed goal softly into the Orange Sea.
And just like that, Synapse is up by 2 in this one, in the second round, and Ethereal, that's not what they need right now. Ethereal really needs to get a lead, push the lead, and maintain that lead. You know, because this is they, you know, after dropping that first round, you know, they really want to get that third round. They really want to force that third round, but that's not how you do it there. Mamba, open goal, sends it in, hits the 3. They're up by numbers 5,
4, 3. Smooth Raiden says, Pally, make sure you say smooth. Make sure I say smooth is better than Gil. See, I just said it without actually saying it. And anyways, you can always clip just that part. But yeah, Smooth Raiden and Gilligan, the eternal battle for who can gift the most subs. Apparently, it continues on here today as the launch goes out from single shot now with the disc into the tunnel, and Ethereal trying to catch up here, make up some space.
Well, cross pass there to Mozzie doesn't quite take, and .com will get a good read on that one, sending that one up to Zach. Zach now sending that one in, going to take a bounce there. The whole team is there to pick it up, but Zach taking that shot goes wide, and then CJ's there to pick that one up. Send it out of the bubble. Zach gets that one back, goes for a backside no-look fling into the bubble. C. Jason picks that up, sends it out, but back in the hands of Zach. Zach sending that one across, and nobody, as .com will ultimately get there to pick that one up. Under pressure by Mozzie. A double stun comes out. Headbutt there from .com, and a slap by Mozzie. Going over to Zach. Zach now on the bow tie, was overlooking that defense, but with 2 members in the bubble. But look at that now, 2-on-1. Oh, the ding by Caption.
Oh, unfortunate there. On that miss, they may still get a rebound. I want to shout out a couple quick things that Zach did. Let's see, though, how this play unfolds, because Zach showing some great patience, and even on that back pass that missed initially, you notice he didn't have an exact idea where his teammate was, right? The comms weren't quite there quick enough, and he had to get rid of it. But what did he do? Did he panic clear it? Did he panic back pass it? No, he threw his soft one. So even though he had no idea exactly where the teammate was, it was soft enough for his teammate to catch up to it eventually. And that's another important thing. Not panicking, even in situations where it would be very, very easy for most players to do so.
And also not panicking is Gilligan, who just retook the gifted sub lead. Now 25-24 over Smooth Raiden. Gilligan saying, I will not be undone. That's a single shot. A quick pass over to Mozzie. Mozzie mishandles it, but Jiggy is there to pick it up, slapping it back to single shot. Look at that disc movement, that recovery, sending it into the bubble, but Mozzie was stunned out there. That one gets slapped out, but back in the hands of CJson. CJson sending this one in as we hit a hype train is incoming, and now Mozzie sending that one in to Jiggy, and Jiggy's gonna plant it in for the 2, and they're back within 3.
Yeah, and a 3-point match is hype within itself, seeing if Ethereal can come back and force that round 3. The first round, it was all in their control for a while. They were looking like they maybe had a chance to start pulling away towards the end, but then some shots from Synapse came in at the right time and able to take that round. And now Synapse continuing to just pile on some points, but it's not a big lead. So let's see. A few minutes left, Dimwi.
Quick shout out to Fade on 500 bits, bunch of bits there from Sweet Tooth and a bunch of people. It'll take a minute. So, anyways, .com sending that one through. Gonna hit Mamba. Mamba now has some space open. Goal takes that shot. That was gonna ding off the side of the post. They're still up by 3 currently. Is Synapse's Mamba? I believe it's Mamba getting stunned out of the far side. Single shot sending this one into the bubble. Excuse me. That wasn't single shot sending it in. I don't know who's sending it in, but single shot is down there. Mozzie, he picks it up for a moment, but he's gonna get stunned out. And Zach W with it now. Zach sending that one across. Gonna go for a bounce clear, but C. Jason's there to pick that one up and turn it around.
All right, less than 3 minutes. C. Jason, the disc, trying to evade Mamba in the tunnel. Coming right back at them. A good shield and a tap back, so now leaving them in the dust. But look at that, the rescue there from the teammate. Mamba and who was that? Caption, able to get back. So that's really good news for them, because look, that causes a turnover and might have an open goal to push this lead even further, especially with that. Mamba.
Yeah, Mamba with that feed from .com there. They're going to retake that 6-point lead. 2.5 to go when it went in. About 2:15 once we come out of the tubes, give or take. And a lot of bits coming in from a lot of people. You guys are fantastic. Very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll go through and name everybody and name and thank everybody when we have an opportunity to here, as we just got to level 3 on that hype train. But that's a turnover there. Zach W trying to pick that one up. Excuse me. It's going to be Mamba picking it up here in the near side trap. Mamba sending that one far side over there to Caption. What a headbutt there. I believe that was Jiggy, as Jiggy got stunned out, but Zach W picks it up. Zach W, he's going to get stunned out, and that one gets slapped out there by single shot all the way to that far side trap, where a couple of leeches take place, but then .com sent it into Mamba up to Zach. Zach's gonna plan it, and they're now up by 8.
And with that, 1 minute 40 left. That could be just enough to start pulling away here. It's going to be a very large uphill battle for the side of Ethereal, looking to put on some afterburners, some flare, if you will. You notice that logo there, kind of iterations of flare, frostbite, maintaining across multiple teams here in VRML, but trying to find their team a win here. Let's see, Mozzie needs the score, does, off the head though of the bleeped one himself.
Yeah, right off the center of the floor. You see how straight that has. For anybody who has seen the hitbox of the Echo unit head, the fact that bounced straight off, like directly up, is amazing. Hit a dead center. You cannot hit more center than that.
Yeah.
That hit a pixelated line, as that was going to bounce around the bubble, and Mozzie picking that one up, sending it out. They're still down by 6, 45 seconds. It's not over yet, but they have to act quickly. Mozzie picking that one up, sending it over to Jiggy. Jiggy sending that one across there. Oh, just out of reach of C. Jason that was, and now Caption picking that one up. They just got to burn some time right now, and that's exactly what they're doing. They send that one out through that far side tube. It's going to bounce. C. Jason picks it back up. They have to score right now, literally right now, if they want an opportunity. 3 seconds left. Mozzie sending that one in. It's going to be round 2 to Synapse, and C. Jason plants that one to end this. Synapse is going to take this one over Ethereal 2-0.
That's Synapse. Credit to them. They got down a little bit early, but still a strong forwards movement they put there towards the end, and just stuck through it all the way, and right to the end of round 1 and through to the end of round 2. That is a 4-point difference. Close game. But a game going the way of blue side. SputnikKobra, what did you think of what we just saw?
Excuse me. I'm definitely losing my voice after all these casts. But a terrific performance from both teams. Synapse able to take it in 2. I lost my stats, but great plays on offense from Synapse. Synapse not able to get into a rhythm about about halfway through the second round. They were dinging a lot of shots. They weren't able to execute properly, but they got back in their bag. They were able to find these shots, and they were able to take this lead. And the Ethereal got a few shots in towards the end, but it just wasn't enough. The time wasn't on their side, and they're going to end up falling in 2 rounds to Synapse.
Yeah, and with that, that will do it for this Master Tier match. I will also get to the Twitch here, because, yeah, thank you guys for that hype train that you guys started just about 5 minutes or so ago. I mean, credit Gilligan putting in a couple tier 1 subs as well as Smooth Raiden to start that off, and then Sweet Tooth contributing a bit, 7 bits, Phenom with 500, Smooth Raiden, and then with another sub, and then Nate Appleton, Phenom again, everyone contributing a little bit of something here towards this hype as Smooth Raiden and Gilligan again in the last couple of minutes, just trying to battle out, like Dimwi said. One pulls ahead by a point on the gifted subsheet, and the other one takes the lead. We're grateful. You guys are gonna bankrupt yourselves. Make me feel guilty. But thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that a lot. Now, with that, just trying to confirm here, we may have another match that may have waited or not, so just waiting on that. But this was the back-to-back matches here on Master Tier. We got to see a little bit of spaghetti. We got to see some Synapse. I got to see Ethereal. And as well as 4 Kings. And it's been just, again, a fun weekend. We got some more along the way. I know, Dimwi, you're excited for these casts tomorrow, and Sputnik as well.
Yeah, there's so much more to look forward to end the week tomorrow, and then right into week 2. You know, we never slow down, we never stop. There's always almost every day you're gonna have high level matches to look forward to, and then every day you're gonna have all level matches to look forward to, including high level matches. Just maybe because there's some phenomenal players all over the world in every single all the way up and down the line. This is there is some great stuff, and we're just getting started in season 3. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, with that, going to take a quick possible intermission here just to confirm again with the other teams that we might be streaming after this one. So do stay tuned, and I'll give you guys an update in the next couple minutes or so. But yeah, be right back, and thanks for joining either or. All right, hello guys. So yeah, just to give you your update. Looks like to finish off this block here, we're gonna have a match indeed, as I see in the Twitch chat. Sheep's Knuckles saying M4M. That is indeed correct. So we have that match coming up next here on this channel to probably close the night off. The teams did in fact wait, so appreciation to them. And yeah, for you guys, just stay tuned. We'll be right back in a few moments with M4M versus Coco's unnamed team. But I assure you, that is in fact their name. So, one moment. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back. There you go, that's more like it. Hello and welcome back to this stream. This maybe, I think the last stream match probably for this block. There's some more stuff potentially happening later on, but for now, we've got ourselves a matchup between Coco and Coco's unnamed team, that is to say, facing off against M4M. So let's get to it, shall we? I'm Palidore here on the casting and cams. These teams been pinged and we're ready to go. Appreciation to them, by the way, for waiting. Let them know earlier on in the day that we can take their cast on should they want to wait after those 2 master tier games. Try to get some more of these newer teams that have formed, newer rosters streamed. So glad to be able to do it. Over in the Twitch chat again, thank you guys for all your subs and the bits, the hype trade again. I think once more, it's been maybe 4 out of these 5 days of season 1, or I guess it's almost 6 now, but we've had a hype train basically every day or every other day, it seems like. So the support's been fantastic. It's been cool to see. Of course, shoutouts to Gilligan and Smooth Raiden for the dubious battles that they're waging on each other on that end. SputnikKobra as well, chiming in with the sub just before we had gone off intermission. I'm gonna see Wonder there in the chat as well, pointing out the logo and enjoying the logo for M4M, and for that matter, for Coco as well. I love the logo of Coco and a lot of the logos of these teams. I'm cuckoo for Coco's stuff. But over here, it's round 1, ready to start. So let's get to it, everybody. And shout out Mamba in the game with the GGs, indeed. Welcome to the stream and good games. Good to be able to cast you guys, as always. With Duck Nub here, the first joust is going to be taken by Duck, it looks like, and kind of flung around to and fro as Gone. Taking the disc here now for Coco and the unnamed team. Sending it past to Judah. Judah, really nice delivery to Coco. And Coco, beware. It is 2 points all up in there for the side of the orange folk. The namesake of Coco. Or is it Koku? Not quite sure. In any case, that was a really nice pass and play. Right outside the bubble and to the cut. So let's see, rollout here from Duck. And Duck with legit hops over on one side, and over on the other station, well, you got Brain along with Agon, that is, contesting each other pretty well. All the meanwhile, Duck rolling up, going under, and oh, that's gonna be a awkward bounce actually off the top of the barrier. So not quite the intention, but nonetheless, they're gonna get it back. So there's Scoot trying to scoop up the disc. Judah just as well, though, taking it back and trying to send a clear left lane. And now Gone with another clear. It will ricochet back towards his direction as Brainbot does take it away and picking it off, sending it off to Duck. Duck here working up the floor. They got Scoot on one side, and again, the spacing pretty good. All 4 members now inside the bubble, looking for maybe a passing play, and the conversion not quite there. Tough angle on that, so it will be a clear from Judah. And Judah now sending it over as a collector stacks to the disc first is Gone, and so is that shot attempt. Gone out the bubble, but Judah the recovery. So up on the ceiling, inverted, and not able to convert. Duck leaving him hurt. That's a great save. And exporting it all the way to the orange zone off of the defense, and seeing if they can gather now for some offense. But instead, Brain getting brained by the Brawn, and that is out of there as well. So as it does float into the opposite trap, the blue side of the floor, Scoot sending it waywards to the ceiling. Now sideways, trying to gather a bit of a pile-up here. 4 different players, 2 from each team, and stunning each other out a few different times, and the disc now just getting lost all up in the mix. Smooth Raiden calling out the good movement, the smooth movement, as legit hops, legit shots, and they're tied up, 2 apiece. But yeah, saying Brainbot in the chat, saying Brainbot has a very nice way of moving about him. Got the slick moves and the smooth feet. And you would think legit hops, same case. Otherwise, Why would you be named Legit Hops if you couldn't do the legit hops? Question for the ages, but nonetheless, Gone here having it partially stolen. The stat coming on through. And over to the right side, the goalie getting back in position as Gone with a bit of a jump. Was able to get past one defender, not so much with the second, unfortunately, but nonetheless, Judah still recovers, and Judah doing a pretty good job in this match to recover, and Gone doing a good job on the shot attempt. Just squeezes it past Duck Nub. So opening the door. With a doorknob? I guess. But yeah, shout out to Judah, because Judah has been the first on a lot of these recoveries and did a good job to find the teammate up there on the shoulder. Working it in for a very, very good play. So Ducknub now sending it to the right lane. Brainbot needs to be careful. That stack just very, very vicious, you can see. And turnover is indeed in the cards as Farsight's looking to left side. And needs to communicate this with her teammates. Just avoid the defense. They're very, very quick. That much is clear on getting back with those stacks. And now playing aggressively is Brain. Brain losing it out as Judah just couldn't wrangle it right above the reach. So the second try, though, of course it's Judah. And Judah, VR, is on one. 4 points. They're on 4, I guess. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here. Still the first round of this match. Newt saying, speaking of doors, I love this Palidore guy. Well, shucks. And I love Newt. And Newton's dad. And the shot, it's going to be a narrow miss. Good attempt. And I'm sure, you know, if you're on M4M, you're really breathing a sigh of relief, because you do not want to see that turnover turn into a 3-point shot. So that would have really expanded the lead by a much more dramatic margin. You know, 6-2 doesn't look too bad. That's easily recoverable, especially with about 5 minutes left. But you know, had they gone down 9-2, that suddenly looks more of a mountain, less of a molehill, as they try to get it back, but instead a turnover. So not able to keep it on the orange side of the floor for too long. It's going to get picked up around the Ready at Dawn logo. Judah the assault and the pickoff from Farsight, and trying to use exactly that Farsight to find a sniper shot. Still going to be just missed, and guess who recovered it? Judah VR with it, sending it over to the bow tie. So Gone down to the floor, and Farsight trying to ignite the teammates, and Gone gets it done. What a boss, call him the Dawn. So 8-2. Lead increasing inch by inch. Shout out also Insomniac for the follow here on this channel. Appreciate you guys again. We've just in this first week alone, we've got upwards of about what, I think 350 or so perhaps new followers, and again, a lot of hype trains, a lot of viewers and chatters. It's been great every evening, prime time here, and across all the regions, we're having matches constantly streamed, hours and hours of fresh Echo gameplay every single day. As a passing play unfolds, Scoots could not get it to drop. That's a good pickoff by Coco, and Coco now trying to go, but unfortunately gets lost in the mix, and this is going to enable a lot of time perhaps for a recovery, but actually meeting each other halfway, or actually full way, 2 players from each team, and it's going to be the recovery, Gone. So Gone brings it up, trying to go 2-on-1, and gets it through indeed. 10-2, a bold move, but it paved the way for a 10-2 lead on the score. C.com there. Unfortunately, Dimwi has now left, so I can't I can't do the whole. Actually, I'm not even sure if you watched the footage yet, but you got a new name today, and that name was Bleep. But nonetheless, welcome YouTube. I don't care, I'm gonna say it. What are they gonna do? Sue me? Probably. Anyway, over here it's gonna be taken by Judah. And Gone with a disc and sending it into the goal for a beautifully placed 3. Probably shouldn't challenge the wrath of Google. Anyway, nonetheless, Gone using Google to search up those points, and 2 minutes left in this first round. They're looking at a pretty decent advantage. Newton Dad in there cheering on M4M, saying let's go, and they are trying to do just that as Duck goes off with this joust. They are on the hunt, the duck hunt, in fact, for that for that next goal, I should say. They've got 2 points, but it's been a pretty decent drought here, and they want to do anything they can to maybe turn this around, especially, if nothing else, you know, for the next 10 minutes, the second round that's about to unfold after this. This one's starting to get maybe out of hand and just needing to put things together so they can feel a good rhythm going into the next one. Apparently, .com saying this is not VRML anymore. News to me. This is now owned by the .comer. You know what? Fine by me. Fine by me. So over to the tunnel. As I check for a stamp on my backside that says YouTube. It's going to be a recovery. It looks like maybe another 2-on-1 about to unfold. But no, the knockout from Scoot after he was knocked out with a stun. Oh, good pick off, but being stunned as well. Judah, once more, mid lane menace, suffice to say. Very, very obvious here as the clear goes through. Now Gon trying to get a stack going, or at least a leech, something of the sort. But the leech instead from blue team, and it's going to be grabbed. Will it be sent and made? No, Brain. Trying to work it into the goal, but just off that post as Scoot trying to contest. It will be gone. Another grab, an opportunity for a goal here. 43 seconds left. More stacks yet unfolding and trying to get to the other side before the other. And punch out as these teams wipe out all over that side wall. All right, so working it up here. Maybe one more goal. Could it be a juke? A juke, but a save duck. Fantastic grab and defense in the goal. And that is some roast duck. Feeling hot on that side of the floor. Can they score is the question. That's going to bounce mighty close. Mighty duck? I don't know. I'm going to that well too many times, but not too well done as they're going to get this disc over here at the side wall. Legit hops. A chance for one more score. Going to dive. Shoots, but just missing, and the clock expires. 13-2. First round going the way of the Orange Crew, Coco, and the unnamed squad. So I'm just curious, what are they waiting on in terms of naming themselves? That is the question. Will they remain forever nameless? In fact, I think in Europe there is or was a team nameless last season. Perhaps this season too. There's so many teams, I have a hard time keeping track of the old encyclopedia in the head of which team is where, which teams still exist, and which rosters are what. So, you know, that is often the case for the first couple of weeks. But it's kind of fun. It's like a game of Where's Waldo when I go into the match pages and pull up a new team that I haven't streamed yet. Who could be here? Who could be? So with that said, thank you to Ignite VR, of course, the long-standing establishment here, team in VR Master League and VR League, and in Echo Arena in general, ever since the very, very early days, 2017, existing in one shape or form. That entire roster just full of some fantastic folks, and they are some beasts in the arena and on the programming scene. Franz especially just doing some incredible work with almost frightening response times, I gotta admit. Sometimes I'm scared by how quickly he addresses things. But anyway, over to the second round. About to go. And .com, speaking of, with the tier 1 subscription, I'm going to shed a tier 1 for you, in fact, and thank you so much for that support. And great games earlier on as, hold on, this rollout, that was really quickly grabbed. Oh, but couldn't put it home. Judah, unfortunately, there. As it will be grabbed now by Coco. Coco sending it off the wall. Pretty clever bounce, and oh, that was the right idea, sending it to Gon, but past the fingertips, and you hate it when that happens, right? It happens to all of us sometimes, where you just think it's within your reach, but then, well, the game teaches you otherwise. But with that said, a clear off to the opposite side. A pretty fast blue stack. They're going to chain together and dunk it home just before the defense recovers. Brainbot. First 2 points going to M4M. See Novelux in the chat as well. Welcome. Newton saying earlier on, want to see a game. No dash here. Well, why not both? Why can't we see both game and game dash? And dash dash. Or dash XL. Or Spankla dash. I think he's just Spank now. Remember what I said about being having a hard time keeping track of names? Everyone just keeps changing. I swear, it's a conspiracy against us casters, but nonetheless, Gon, well, will be bygone, as it's gonna be snagged and trying to send it out with Scoop, but just bouncing every which way, kind of like a pinball effect here. as it will go to Brainbot. Brainbot trying to reset it out to the goal. Gets it to Duck. So Duck sends it. And now boosting on the floor. And separating on the chain. Maybe some back-to-back goals with that speed indeed. Brainbot 07. And much like an M4, M4M is just blazing and gunning for these goals. Very nicely done on the stacks. Super important in order to keep the defense off balance. You know, not giving Orange team time to get back into it and, you know, force a tougher shot. You just got to take full advantage. If you're a fast team, you know, no hesitation. You get there, you score, and you say, I'll see you the next joust. So Duck, trying to send that out as well, will be trapped in the trap as 3 different players all gathering and now separating the floor a bit. Will be a rollout, 3 different players kind of moving in a triangle, meanwhile 1 hanging out in the bubble, kind of waiting for maybe a pass, but a disc knock loose. A Duck Nub here will send it trying to clear. And I think for as much as I've said Judah, and pointed Judah out for the midfield play and getting these clears out, or recovering these clears, Duck Nub, kind of the same for the side of M4M, able to really pounce on those discs and just know where to be for a lot of these recoveries. So that said, that recovery, well, being sent right back towards him. Duck Nub now the back out, and I love it. Anyone who's played Echo Arena since the very early days, 2017, knows how long it took a lot of us to just learn how to back the disc out sometimes, and oh, gone with a really great grab. Oh, and again, but unfortunately dragged on in. That was still, ooh, gorgeous defense, but once, twice, and then less nice was that third attempt. So hard to tell exactly what happened and who grabbed it on each try, but man, that was still some nice play. 6 points. And M4M looking to force that round 3 perhaps here in the next several minutes if they keep this streak up. Just 6-0, shutting out Coco's unnamed team after that first win that they grabbed in just moments ago. So as it does get sent through that tunnel, the boost, again, both teams now getting there about the same time, so you like the chains. But now they got to get it going again. The leech, I also like that from Duck Nub. You can see, you know, got split up with his teammate. Didn't let that bother him. You know, Duck still found a grab on the toes, which is, again, what we call leeches here, and for anyone who doesn't know. And, you know, just making the most out of every opportunity and whatever happens to be available, you just go for it. Teammate or opponent. You're getting the grabs, you're getting the speed, you're doing something useful here, and maximizing that time. Just with that, a big grab here from Coco, and not really anywhere to go, unfortunately. Same thing here, as these teams really just pile on each other with some force. And now, once again, a game of clears, and the goal is, in fact, open! Oh, could not make it. It's gone with the clear, and now the slap from Coco just as well, right above the cloud. Now that is actually pretty close to the goal, and maybe the first point's about to be in with a authoritative dunk from Gone. So first 2 points, and it took him a good 5 minutes of this second round in order to capture it. Whereas in the first round, they had 13 points for Coco's unnamed team. So a much different personality we're seeing here in this one. With that said, that's much to the advantage of M4M, as we can see. Legit hop. Tries for the clear. So up ahead, trying to be picked off by Coco. And evade Duck Nub, again, ever aggressive. I'm not even sure that's a duck anymore. So aggressive, I'm pretty sure that's a goose. But regardless, playing a little bit of duck, duck, goose as they brawl and tap off each other here right outside the bubble. Another grab, gone this time. There's the clear, but intercepted by Legit. And Legit does not quit indeed as they try and make another attempt. And with some success, it's Duck Nub assisted by Brainbot. Hockey assists to Legit Hoops. And they will go back up by 6 points. Wonder saying, bruh, got attacked by a goose at my grandma's house once. Same. Ish. When I was, I want to say maybe 6 years old. I got attacked on a farm by a goose, and I didn't know any better. As Judah goes over for the goal, but great defense being played. Scoot had a little bit of trouble wrangling the offensive player the first couple tries, but still, before the shot went off, eventually got it. But yeah, I did get assaulted by a goose once upon a time. Granted, I had an empty Coke bottle in my hand, and I may have been a small tot, but it didn't go so well for the goose. I mean, I felt bad, but at the same time, I was in danger, okay? In any case. The goose had a lump, needless to say, but right now, far sight. Stumping the defense. Open goal, no one home. No, the goose just... I was finishing a bottle of Coke. Not sponsored by them, granted. Although I do love to mention Dr. Pepper on the stream all the time, but... Finished a bottle of Coke, and the goose came up to me and was looking mighty cute, or so I thought. Nope! Came up right at me, started snapping, and I just reacted, gave it a little bop! Bop, bop, bop! And I'd do it again! Just kidding, I wouldn't. I love animals. That said, gone! It's gonna be cleared out to the way, bouncing off the side wall now, to the awaiting return. Oh, Coco was there, actually, but got kind of lost on the anchor, it seemed like. Couldn't really release the grip in time. Struggling there, so will be instead into the orange side of the zone. Will be taken back briefly by Orange Team. Judah is there for recovery, needing to look for some space if they can. Now, space being had, and that's actually a pretty lovely bounce. Could have been a goal, a rebound, and instead, Brain, the save again. Big Brain plays all day long, it seems like. Showing some great maneuverability. With that, another snag from Gone that's going to be cleared up high. Scoot is in the area, but the stack from Coco's team, unnamed team, trying to assault. With that, though, the open assault duck nub. With those duck nubs, and definitely putting on a really nice show for the side of M4M. They're looking strong, a 5-point advantage, 2 minutes left in round 2, and soon enough, we could be looking at that third round if this keeps going the way it's going. Yeah. Yeah, Wonder. I mean, the goose was fine. It scurried. Meanwhile, my parents, by the way, were there too, but they were about, I don't know, 50 feet behind me because I had ran ahead of them like a, like children tend to do. So they were trying to catch up to me and warn me about the goose, but instead they should have been warning the goose about me, I guess. Anyway, Brainbot here with the snag, actually Judah the snag, I should say. That's gonna be cleared out the blue side. 3-person chain coming in pretty hot from M4M. And the goal now of the next minute is just to maintain control. They don't need to score necessarily, but they definitely don't want to give too many opportunities here in the final minute to Coco. With that opportunity, just lost. That is a very close shot, but dinging, unfortunately. Could have been a nice hit, and still just might be, as the piles will go into the side wall, and Duck Nub collecting it. Receiving that pass now with Bowtie, Brainbot. Brainbot over to Boot, and Boot to Coco. And Coco's gonna just boot it out of there, as I think for the side of Coco's unnamed team, they're gonna have to reboot here going into round 3. 30 seconds left. And looking pretty successful. Now, granted, a shot here could actually make things interesting. Let's see. Is it a 3? No, the ding! And that is a tough miss, and that just might seal it for the second round at the very least. So indeed, will be the win in round 2, and third one coming along really, really soon. Maybe an opportunity, though. 10 seconds left. Spreading the floor, going towards that nest. A shot, a handoff. What a beautiful alley-oop. That was out of sight from far sight, and Coco on the connection. And that will at least bring them back within 3, and have them, more importantly, feeling good going into the next round. So 10-7 there, and we'll bring you once again the stats in just a moment, courtesy of Ignite. And again, go visit them at ignitevr.gg. Not only a fantastic team in this league and for multiple years, but got some great tools for the community. IgniteBot, of course, which helps pull stats not only for VR Master League, but just for players in general. You know, if you guys playing pubs, you ever see IgniteBot spectating your game, that's them not only spectating it and streaming it on Twitch, but also recording stats, so you can go into various Discords and you can ping VR, or IgniteBot rather, and check on some of the stats that it captured while players were pubbing. And yeah, like I said, a lot of cool tools from that cool crew. Pardon me, just taking a sip. And I'm back in it. Let's go. Round 3. Newton Dad quite satisfied with the game, saying great game now. Yeah. Always happy when we get these third rounds. Absolutely has been fun. Sheep Knuckles cheering M4M on still there. Smooth Raiden cheering as well. And see Boost or Boston there cheering on Brainbot. As Gon is gonna get stunned and recovering. Picking it is Scoots. So defense on the retreat, but actually Judah's saying, never mind, I'm gonna play defense way up here in the front line and enable Gon to get another score. How about that? Great defense from Judah. And Gon, who's been super reliable here so far, is up to, I think, what, 13? Yeah, 13 points for Gon, along with a couple saves. So definitely a shot finisher, as we're seeing. So Coco's unnamed team, they're on the score sheet first, claiming those points, as Brainbot launches out for M4M. 4M. And for me, I'm really enjoying this stream. This cast so far. We've had, again, this is our triple header of sorts. We had 2 Master Tier matches to start this stream off, and trying to finish strong here indeed with a very competitive third round of this game. Now a deep clear, a deeper boost, the shot right up front in the shallow. It's 4 points. An advantage still yet to Coco's unnamed team. And Evan Lucian over there. Wordplay in the comments and the name. I approve. Stamp of approval is Ducknub. Q being here throughout the match. Seeing if they can't get their team some scores on the board. But another turnover. I mean, the aggression really starting to turn up for the side of Coco's unnamed team. And really, M4M needing to be super careful. Because this is not the momentum they wanted to concede in the first 2 minutes of round 3. Far Sight now getting in on this party. So it started, I said, right as that round ended, they had that beautiful passing play. It was Coco assisting Farsight on an alley-hoop where Farsight was anchored right up here on the post, the goal post. And I said, even though they lost that round, those are the things that can really get you feeling in a good rhythm, you know, when the next round starts. And we've definitely seen that here. Because unanswered, 6 points unanswered since then. I guess 8 points if you count that alley-oop at the end. So really in a position where the scores need to come and just some patience maybe, but no, it's Judah picking it, playing that passing lane. A fortunate bounce will get to legit hope. You can see now Scoots trying to just balance out this offense with a good position, but wow, the save from Coco. And that is the dangers when a team starts feeling in good rhythm. Suddenly, even the difficult becomes easy as they get a great save and now boost down the floor. The shot will be missed, unfortunately, there, and a rare sight to see, especially from Gon, who's been hitting pretty high percentage here and a high volume at that, as Gon now sends it back out to the midfield. So good back out to Coco. Coco looking side to side and bouncing back to Coco at the cloud. So another pass just eking its way past that Geo. But oh, losing the disc was Judah. So recovery to Scoot down the line. And once again, there's a stacks. Now, doing a great job was M4M last round getting some of these boosts. But now an overshoot is going to cost them maybe dearly, maybe not. And it's a clear way dunk for Duck. So jamming it in. And finally, they got themselves a couple points. And seal has now been broken. And yeah, Sheep's Knuckles calling out a heartbreak, I believe, over there when that save happened a couple of shot attempts ago. And exactly, if those kind of plays, kick in the gut, basically, and a heartbreaker when you feel as a team that, hey, we have this guaranteed score, we're up close, it's a great position, great passing, it's ours, and then instead it gets saved, and that's just a testament to some fantastic defense. But it definitely tugs at the heartstrings of the players who, well, thought they were in the clear. So that said, some back-to-back turnovers. This is starting to look reminiscent of that last round a bit, but unfortunately, again, the miss will be rebounded. That's the important part, you know, you recover off of your misses and just live to fight and live to cut another day as they try to go for that play. Brain! Oh, the heartbreak again! Achy breaky in the defense, making no mistakes right now on the side of Coco's team, and this is phenomenally played. I mean, again, great attempts, but just what can you do? You just gotta say hats off as the shot's off. Oh, unfortunate once more. They're gonna try and collect themselves though, gathering far side there, maybe trying to contest, but instead that's going to be a deep clear, and full credit to the side of M4M. Even off of these mistakes, they're still getting back fast. Whether it's on offense or defense, they're really, really fast to get back and try and make up for said mistakes with another go at it. So that's what matters. Every team, doesn't matter the division, you will sometimes not execute the way you wanted, and when that's the case, you just gotta fly through space. As Coco actually found some space, but another narrow miss. So opting for a 3 instead of the pass perhaps, but they're gonna get it right back. There's Judah, who had a lot of these interceptions and steals in the midfield. But Scoot just denying that one and sending it out, but Scoot couldn't quite get enough juice behind the clear, so we'll be right back at them. Oh, the bounce! So very fortunate for them, counting their lucky stars and crossing it into a 8-2 lead. So yeah, that worked out. Now granted, okay, in fairness, could have been intended, could have been. I don't want to totally seem as if I haven't seen stuff like that happening before. So if that was intentional, I will fair play and my bad. It's uncommon, but I have seen those kinds of passes attempted on occasion, just not too often. And usually what it is, you're gonna see it by more like master players. But then again, I should know better than to doubt players at any division, because really we're seeing a ton of these great bounce plays had from teams of every division. That much is true. It's no longer a case where you have to have a line of sight to a goal or a pass, a recipient of a pass, in order to actually get it through. Very, very crafty. Very, very crafty. Now that said, trying to craft themselves a goal and maybe boil some cheese as they go for the goal. It's ducked, and it's a delivery. No, instead a stun. And that is going to be right out of there, squeezing it past into the tunnel. A few kind of awkward bounces, and everyone just getting on the other side of the floor now. There's the open lane I talked about. Familiar sight, but the 3, unfortunately for M4M, I almost called them Mum. Someone called my dad, but anyways. Unfortunately, a familiar sight here for M4M, seeing these open lanes turn into a missed 3-point shot. And that is, when you look at the context of it, if they had made those open lane shots, it could be potentially a 1-point game right now, I think. Those 2 that they missed. So with that, ooh, the soft one from Gone. Just held it in the air for an extra second, just as if to say, hey, you see this? This one's mine. Got it to go. Akon saying Pally Yusuf freestyle. Well, if you can check out the old TikTok if you want to see any of that. But look, I have no delusions. I'm not a rapper, nor do I care to be. Literally, I only took up rapping and freestyle stuff like that, literally only to practice for casting. Now, I actually have come to really like it, but I figured it was great for not only being able to talk fast without stuttering too much, but also being able to come up with words on the fly and things like that. So, yeah, I enjoy it, but don't worry, I'm not putting out a record. It wouldn't be good. It is just the cast practice, as right now, Gone needs no practice. That's a stun. Goodbye, be gone. And it's 12-2, 10-point advantage. So look at that, just nicely done. A bit of a leech, short-range leech from Gone. Threw in a punch just because on the way and added a little bit of insult to injury. But that said, 1 minute left. I mean, M4M playing extremely well in that second round and really making a fight for it. But this one has just been a stamp kind of being put on the all over that goal. As Coco, see what I mean? The stamp is the defensive stamps now being shown. Coco with at least a couple saves in this round, if not more. All these attempts that M4M has going, well, they just haven't been going, not like they were in round 2. That said, the pass, oh, beyond the reach of 2 defenders, and again, the right idea, execution not quite what they wanted it to be, but it will be Farsight there on the recovery, and sending it down, and now to a rebounded hand, will be legit Hops. But getting stopped by Farsight. So Farsight trying to kite the defenders now. It's Judah. Oh, rolling it into his own goal. And unfortunate, a great grab. The results a little bit less desirable, but nonetheless put through the blenders, and they will surrender the end of this round and game at 3. So 14-2. Final joust about to go off here. And there you have it. One more fling, and that will conclude it. A strong return round from Coco, and credit to them, because it would be very easy, especially after Coco had won the first round. It'd be very easy for them to think that, you know, round 2 is gonna be a piece of cake. You know, we can just ease into this one. No, absolutely not. M4M putting up a heck of a fight and forcing this round 3. So credit to Coco again. You know, they stuck in it despite the fact that they went into that second round, you know, where they only lost by 3, and they could have once again gotten down on themselves, but they just put it together, and they really started hot. It was those, I think, what, 6-0 start, perhaps it was? Maybe even more than that at the very beginning of round 3, and that was really all they needed, it seems like, to carry over all that rhythm into the very end of the game, those final, you know, 10 minutes of that third round there. So strong effort. That said, pull up the stats for you here. Congrats to Coco's unnamed team for a successful showing, and M4M for still, like I said, heck of a fight. Let's see. Sheeps, yep, saying strong with win for Coco. Evan asking if there's another match, I assume. Let's see. Not scheduled, I don't believe. There are... Basically, the answer to those questions are always yes. There's always another match. Probably within 30 minutes of anyone ever asking that question, but yeah, as far as the stream goes, nothing's scheduled yet. I may pick one up though. I may. Let's see. We do actually have Carbon and Baked starting at 8:30 Mountain, which is to say my time, which I know is weird for most people. So obscure it is. But yeah, 30 minutes from now, Carbon and Baked. So. I don't know, hopefully they're paying attention. I may just ping their teams right now and let them know that I'll go stream them. So let's see. I'll do that in the meantime, but because we have 30 minutes or so until then, we'll probably still end this stream at the very least and call it a temporary night. But in any case, very good games, as Wonder said in there, and Sheep's Knuckles, Newton Dad as well. Thanks for stopping by and for supporting these teams. I'm sure it means a lot, especially as they watch these VODs and take a look at the comments that were said, and yeah, aware of the fact that, you know, 50, 60 people were watching him this whole stream. So that was super, super cool. But with that, yeah, gonna end the stream now and probably be back for one more at the very least in another 28 minutes. So until then, I've been Palidore, and earlier on, of course, SputnikKobra and SirDimwi joining on the casts. Always doing fantastic work. But until next time, yeah, be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other. And I'll see you again, perhaps in half an hour. Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.